Alrighty. Last week, as we come into our fun here, our brave adventurers going deep into the ruins of Draconia have found themselves recruited. They found a secret room by use of sand and flour, and went through what seemed to be a certain series of trials, though not too difficult, as if they had stumbled on a thing that was maybe supposed to be harder to find, and thus not truly knowing what they were doing, they made their way to the back end of what seemed to be some type of guild hall, where they saw 6 items, bowing before each one and shedding their blood, as if some type of contract. They picked up these items, removing them safely, and came back into a room where they found their names now etched on the wall, next to one that seems to likely be a target that they're expected to take care of, judging from what they were able to see before through investigating these names. In addition, after receiving these items, they seem to be able to see in this strange place of magical darkness, a way they weren't before. So, with that in mind, as you walk into the hallway now, 12 new names having appeared, 6 of them your own. What would you like to do?
This is really creepy, guys.
What's the pairing of the names?
Indeed. So, Whisper. You, next to yours, have the name Vemosi Runic. Calder, you have the name Waldorf Perryfeather.
If we're judging by names, I got this.
All right. And then okay. We've got Celicus. Yours is a bit more abstract. Simply have the name Theo. And then Orion. You have the name Grimshale.
Well,
Never heard of them.
well, there's that.
Ours, you have the name here, Zin Deavriana.
How do I spell that?
It's in the private chat. I've been putting the names there.
I'm a dummy.
It's okay. And incidentally, the name of they who on that plane, they have Ixratu Kar.
It's like a 1v1 because, silly, because I'm all about trading for Theo. If you're,
If my memory is serving me correct, I don't think you want to have Theo.
Trades for Theo. Theo ends up being like a god of destruction.
like the thing. Like, if I'm correct here, because I think I am. Theo's also pretty bad.
He got a bow.
I got a bow, yeah.
Is what he settled on. So look, as long as you stay out of range, maybe you could take him.
Well, this better be a +3 dragon slaying bow. Well, last time I checked, Grimshield has a. It's probably gonna swallow me whole.
If it helps you out, Molly, art department texted me, F Theo.
Have we met Theo?
No.
No,
Oh,
you don't want to be Theo yet.
It's another one of those stupid inside jokes, John. They don't like us.
aw.
Some players just recognize some names that may have made very brief appearances in other campaigns. That's all.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's nothing. You're not really missing out much.
You know what? Maybe it's some guy who actually lives in town. His name is Grimshield.
There could be two Grimshields. Yeah,
There.
yeah.
It doesn't specify on the wall to say dragon. I mean, because maybe it's,
The Dreg.
Grimshield's a dragon. Son of a bitch.
Which one was Luke's?
Luke's had Ixaratu Car.
Molly, I just remembered.
Now you remember.
I'm feeling a lot better that this isn't Whisper's brother, Theo.
Or is it? I don't know.
That'd be so much better for Molly if it is just your brother that she has to murder.
No, I'm really wondering, what if I just go put the bow back? Does, my name go away?
I think then the monster kills you right away.
Death by cat monster.
If I got an idea for all of you, I heard about this dragon, and if you all want to go with me, we might be able to take it.
Interestingly enough, we have to meet yours very soon, I think, in fact.
I know. Oh,
See, what had happened was...
Is this a binding contract?
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you put blood on a statue and then pick up a bow. There was some underlying connection there.
Who in the world is Zendaviana? I feel like Grimshale's on that list, so who are these other people?
Waldorf Perryfeather sounds like a dwarf to me.
I feel like I've heard that name before. Perryfeather. I feel like I've seen or heard that somewhere.
Perryfeather?
Yeah.
I mean, I knew a guy named Waldorf who used to make a lot of puns at the theaters.
Oh,
Well, do we want to just... I mean, it looks like we're locked in. Do we want to just sit here for an hour and, at least figure out what these things do?
Yeah, I guess.
Lark, don't rush to speak up.
Just
I mean,
mumbling
that's
in.
assuming Xanatos is okay with sitting in the dark.
Yeah, like there's nothing else for me to do here. I don't even know what you guys are looking at.
So, are we expected to? What is being asked of us exactly? Are we going to kill these?
Possibly.
I mean, clearly that is what is being asked of us. Whether you're going to kill them or not is entirely up to you.
Yeah, there's
What
that one.
happens if we
There's that
don't?
one pair of name that's just not lit up. Maybe we took the items. They have a base power level. When you kill your assigned person, then you get a
That's what I
power
was
up.
thinking.
Mm.
Yeah, or it's like mundane until, and then
Oh,
it
that's
turns magical.
no! Don't say that. That's so much worse. Then I'm gonna want to kill this Perry Feather guy because who just wants a golden sword that does nothing? Gold is a terrible material to make swords out of. It's too soft.
That's great. With great shiny comes great murder hobo quest. Thanks, Arts Department.
Ours would look down at the compass that he got, conflicted.
Is it working, ours?
Is it working? Because a functional compass.
Okay, give me a sec. This is DM working on other items. I was going to go over to yours. Give
He's preparing for our death, guys. Awesome.
me the other things. Perfect. So looking carefully more on here. You see the black needle is pointing somewhere. And you all would know enough with survival and being able to talk, you determine it does seem to be pointing north.
Yeah, I think so.
Or I
As
heard,
long
I
as a
heard tale
Monday
once
compass.
of this compass. Think about the thing you want most in the world. And I'm going to stare down at the compass while you do that.
All right. So immediately, ours is going to take an even more solemn expression as he holds the compass and he looks down at it. And he thinks very hard about the person he believes made him an orphan.
The needle does not move.
Dang. Must have just been
Half frowns.
a tale, in one of the plays I heard, but hey, would have been cool.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Does anybody actually have arrows? I just realized I'm holding a bow and
Hey, maybe that's part of the magic that it summons
Yeah,
its own
try to
arrows.
knock it.
yeah, all right. I'll pretend like I'm knocking an arrow and then I'll pull back on the bow and see if and then I'll let it go.
Okay.
By the way, you should not do that in real life. That breaks the bow.
As you do, one of the bones from the structure of the bow itself comes down and knocks itself.
Oh damn!
That's cool and terrifying.
Wow.
Every time I do that, one of my spine pieces fall out.
I checked. I stand next
And then
to you.
it kind of growls a bit, as if now it's hungry for more bones.
Oh, that's less than exciting.
You gotta feed it nice.
No. Where's a lark? Stop mumbling.
Celicus is gonna look at his shield and be like, "Are you going to eat stuff too?"
Okay. So I just got Bone Splinter into Discord, which is the bow. And you're looking at the shield right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Reminder. It seems to be a silver disc and is polished except for a crack that runs along one edge that breaks the flawless reflection. And as you look at yourself in the mirror, it appears as though your armor is beautiful and clothes are beautifully clean. Unmarked, no blood, no dirt. And then all of you watch as all the dirt and everything disappears from them. As your clothing is now magically clean.
Sorry, clarifying question. Is this everyone or is this everyone but Xanadu still? Because he's still in the dark.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
It's all right. Whisper is
Narrating.
Thank you. Whisper.
Yeah, let's assume you're being at least filled in, so you're
Okay,
not
cool.
literally.
All right.
You might be in the dark, but you're not in the dark.
Thanatos, I know what it feels like to be forgotten, so let me explain.
I know what it's
That
like
way-
to
that
be
way.
forgotten. Jesus Christ.
'Cause I don't know if I actually said it. Due to what you got from Grimshire, I really appreciated you kind of taking a step back and having that said last session there, Mikey. Because like seeing like, hey, wait, I got like the cool, it's really crazy thing.
Yeah, that's what I was totally fine with. What I got.
So
Perfectly happy. He doesn't necessarily have to kill anybody. He can choose who and when he kills people.
Yeah,
it's so
no-
funny because of all the people, he's the most murderous.
Hey, but hey, that's a vibe. I'm down for the vibe. Like,
Not anymore.
if you need
Matt,
to kill
are
me, like,
Are these items in D&D Beyond, or are we?
They would not be.
Oh, okay.
Give me a little bit.
Yeah, Jonathan will
Oh.
help you all out.
All
Okay,
right.
so I'm putting your shield is called Sun's Glare. Hmm. All right.
Short or longbow?
It's a short.
So it is a bow, so it'll be whatever bow they prefer.
Well, I can't shoot long, so short it is.
All right, who got the ring?
That'd be Whisper.
yeah.
So, Matt, when it says attunement varies, does that mean it's because it's
That's my
not?
one hint. It currently does not require attunement.
Hmm.
I couldn't.
That's my hint. If you're
understand why it
going,
would suddenly require attunement.
if you're going, oh, like what is this? It gives you a hint of what might. There could be something else to these.
See,
Depending on how often you complete your assignments.
All right. So, as you have the ring and wear it, you feel perfectly comfortable.
You got the ring of silver, and that's it.
All right.
I feel really great. I think I might have got the best item.
Is that the antidepressants ring?
All right,
ring of
there's-
positive
it's
mental
The
known
ring of
as
Lotutrin.
this is known as co-tender. All right. And then you got the sword, right, Caldron?
Correct.
All right. Your sword is known as Measure.
I'm gonna take someone's measure.
So, yeah. Ours watches as everyone checks over their magical curiously.
And you feel like you're a little taller.
Just a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller.
Oh Christ! Like I physically feel taller.
It's in the Discord.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then let's see, we have the necklace. But none of these require attunement right now.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
Not right now, no.
I will have to fix the other one.
But I'm assuming that there's at least some amount of attune. Like, so you're spending time with it, so you're understanding a little bit how they
Yeah.
work. That's basically what's going on here. Then I did that, so I think the only one I have left to do is the compass.
All right. So ours looks the compass over, inspects it.
Yeah, I gave you the stuff. Just put it back here. It is known as Wanderlust. So it always points true north, meaning things like magnets and those types of things can't make it not work. Before you go, so it's a compass?
It's a really good compass.
And the rarity currently would be of the common type.
Got it.
A really good playing compass.
Yes. For whatever it's worth, just because you have a person's name is not the DM telling you that you are up for them at your current level. It's just that you have their name.
I'm sure it would annoy Saturday if Luke's character was up for the person he got. Old Saturday, that is.
Correct. Alrighty. In that case, so I'll get a somewhat sense of how these seem to work. What would y'all like to do?
Well, someone besides Blind Guy has to answer here, so.
I mean, we still had a plan, right?
Yes.
And I don't think this. Yeah. Don't worry. I'm not going to just open up on Grimshield when we find them. I'm going to stand behind Xanatos and then open up on Grimshield.
I'm wondering if that weapon is going to react in front of Grimshield, though. Like, if something will, like an aura or something.
I mean, only one way
Might
to
be
find
useful.
out, really.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling about this? What are your
I
thoughts?
feel absolutely fine, and I think this is gonna go perfect to plan.
Xanatos.
Has anybody ever called you
Here we
Xana
talked
Fingers?
What'd you say?
I asked, which thing are you talking about? The items with assignments or talking to Grimshale? Because if we're going to go any further into that realm, we have to talk to Grimshale. Right? That's what we all agree.
We already agreed that we were going to do that. Yeah, I'm talking about these items and the names. Well, about the situation.
But I don't feel super great about it. But I also am not super surprised. Are you?
Maybe. I mean, yes.
But I literally said before we all kneeled in front of the statue, I hope we're just agreeing to magical items and not agreeing to some murderous agreement because we were just in a room full of a list of people who murdered people.
Mm,
True. You did say
I
that.
forgot. You all often don't hear what I say.
I
I'm
hear
so-
everything you say.
I was hoping to the contrary. I
Oh,
guess I
well,
was-
but you can't be entirely surprised then. You made a choice.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Nope.
No.
Ours.
You were very clear with what we were doing, and I was all for it.
I mean, I don't mean to be so blunt about it, but nobody can claim that there was no hint at what waited for us at the end.
100%. Preach.
Hope we're not killing anyone innocent.
I guess definitions of innocent are an interesting thing that we all have to decide is what we decide is innocent.
Wait, Matt, what are these from?
It's a secret.
He's not going to tell you.
Oh, well, because it looks kind of familiar.
It is from a source, a particular like, but
Well,
I mean, how we feel about it doesn't really matter. What matters is how you feel about it and what you're going to do. Nobody can make you do this thing.
I'm afraid of what might happen if I don't follow through. We spilt our blood. That is typically taken to mean that there's some degree of binding.
No, that was just Obi that did that. That wasn't necessary.
Oh.
Wait, did you actually cut yourself and spill your blood also? Because I definitely didn't. I just grabbed mine.
Give me a second, guys.
to be fair, I think I really was the only one who said, I'm going to cut myself and grab the weapon.
Well, when the DM redescribed what happened, I just assumed we all did.
No.
As in, this is how you get the cool items.
I'm back.
When we fumbled to catch them, we all bled a little bit.
Okay, they should all be coded.
To be, maybe all these people,
Thanks, Jonathan.
thank you very much, are actually
Thank you.
hurting Draconia. And that's why we have to get rid of them.
I hope that's right. I never thought I'd be so conflicted about getting treasure. I guess we'll just see where this takes us.
All right, so can we? Yep. And
Yeah.
leave this dark area.
I mean,
Since Sanitos is the only person who can't see at this point, I will help lead him out.
Yes.
All right.
head back to the door then.
All right.
Did we leave the door open or did it close behind us when we came in?
you closed the door.
Okay. So
I don't think we would have left it open.
Because you actually, partially because our department put it in chat, you pushed all the sand and everything off of the door and of the thing. And then you closed
right.
it behind you. Because she was losing her mind.
well, I'll take the lead, get us back to the door, and I will then begin to push the door back open.
Okay, so push the door open, and of course you look out into what appears to be empty space.
All right, Obi, do the thing.
You.
Yep. I will put my hands down, and then I'm going to cast light to recreate the bridge again.
Good. Cool. You cast light on the bridge. You hear a scream from the mausoleum area.
Ours jolts.
As you see what looks like a rather feminine head roll out into this room. The statue, you see, bloodied, picks it up, walks out, picks it up, doesn't seem to mind any of you, and walks back in.
Guys, you know what we just did? We found the like higher level area, snuck in, grabbed the items. We're leaving now. We're like, yeah, we're not ready for that, but you know, our stealth was good enough, so we can go now.
But it is lit now, and you feel like you can make your way back to the main section and then try to cross once more, or do whatever you want to do.
All right. Let's follow the bridge back. And how far is the bridge off from where we're actually trying to go? Because I know, like, if we're going straight, does it like veer off, like really far off to the side?
Oh, the way you went. I think from where you are sitting currently, it would be a 30-foot gap before the door that you would intend to go to.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're not jumping. Well,
I could.
well, do you want to, and then hold a rope?
No, we should go back where we came from.
All right, let's go.
Plus, we got to see if there's any
Just
other
died.
people there that need saving. Potentially.
Can we hear the sounds of like combat or people fighting?
It is deathly silent.
We should make a sign or something for those
You
people
think
dumb enough.
that the stone stacking heads on pikes on an altar is not a clear sign?
Well,
worked for us,
clearly
right?
not for that person.
It worked for us, right? One should not let their greed override their intelligence.
You're pretty snarky, huh, Whisper?
Survival of the fittest.
Did we not make it through without being attacked?
True.
We did. But apparently we also got deeper into this dungeon than anybody else on our first try, so maybe we're just exceptional.
Or we're just not greedy when it needs to be greedy.
I don't know. I'm pretty greedy.
Well, there is a room full of treasure right back there where that head came from, and you are welcome to any of that.
And there is a massive fall right before us. Don't you feel free to jump?
He told you to jump.
Well, that was great fun. I'm going to continue down the path so we can continue across the other path so we can talk to a dragon.
It's a 10-foot jump, right? That we have to do off the secret path back to where we were.
Yes, but you can get there easy enough at this point.
Okay.
Your things. And I think did you have a plan for getting across this other section? I remember you kind of made of. I just remember what it was.
This was the one where we like had to crawl last time, right?
Right.
Yeah. We tied ourselves to each other, and so everyone ended up having to crawl across.
Oh yeah, and then
I
that's
activate
all-
my
exhaustion.
ring and I just casually jump across. No problem.
Yes. So all you're moving. What's everyone else doing?
All right. So Cal's already over there. All right.
Come on, MacGyver.
I will.
I had my first trick. It was that. I didn't know this. I can't control where the stairs went.
Dude, you are 2 for 2. Like now it's time to be 3 for
I'll be
2.
ready to catch people if they fall. I'll be right back.
All right.
We
Fine.
brought all this extra rope and pythons for something.
Well, I'll pull out the bucket because I still have it, and then I'll pull the 3 pieces of chalk I have out, put them in the bucket, and start smashing them so that we can have chalk for our hands to make it easier for gripping the gripping as we move across. And then if we want to put a python in, tie a rope to it, so as we go, we can have it as a fallback. But the problem is that we have to leave the python in the rope.
Orion being a genius again.
Matt, how far across is it again? It's
70 feet.
70 feet. So I know I have a 50-foot rope, and if somebody else has one, we can leave the 2 ropes behind. Whisper?
I have 2 as well, so
I regrettably don't have rope.
Well,
I'll
Whisper.
leave, since I have 2, I'll leave 1.
All right. Then I'll take my rope and I'll tie it also.
Xanatos, when we're back on the other side, could your mage hand not bring the rope back?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I think so. Well, it should be, unless it says something weird on it. Yeah. It should. Great.
Oh.
All right.
All right. So we'll put a python in, tie the 2 ropes together, and then use the chalk that I ground up so that we can make sure we avoid the sweat and keep good grips, and then we can go across as a group.
Are we not going back the way we came initially? Wasn't it just like walk back down the path and then it was the 30-foot gap or the 10-foot gap? Or are we going to a different
you
direction?
initially were going to go further in. You just took the side path.
Okay.
So what everyone's sort of saying is like they're going to go where you were going to go.
Oh, okay. So then I thought we
So
were
you're not going back out.
Okay.
You're just continuing further down the dungeon.
Okay, so then I'm not where I thought I was, so I don't
Right.
believe my jump gets me to where I need to
Yeah.
be.
But with all of this and having done this before, it is simple, and we're not gonna.
Got it.
You kind of know how this works here, and you are not under pressure, so you're able to take your time and leave this. So you leaving the ropes like you're leaving this crossing mechanism in place.
Yeah, might as well.
I mean, we could put another python on our side and tie it so then the rope just stays. And then when we come back, we just untie and go back across.
Good.
I mean, Xantos, it's your rope that you also are offering. I don't want to take your rope if you...
I guess
Sure,
the
but-
only thing that I would interject is, are we concerned about people following us?
That's was going to be my question.
All right. Well, you can mage hand it, right? So just... If you
Yeah.
want to go get it.
I think we can leave the pythons in, but maybe let's
Yeah.
just take the rope with us.
All right. So we're down a little bit of chalk and we're down a python.
I will mark off my pythons.
I will mark off one thing of chalk.
Alright. As you proceed in, then you come to the somewhat recognizable area once more where you see these little blue light bugs that seem to be carving into stone, carving out this almost city. Moving about, you can hear the echoing thumps of the giant metal and crystal golems that took one of your friends' lives. Distance. What would you like to do?
Ours
All right, well,
Sorry.
do we want to call Grimshell?
If we want them to not just eat us, I suggest it. Because, you make a pact with the dragon, you don't want to renege unless you want problems.
All right, so what are we asking for explicitly? Telling them that way we have this down and we're not messing this up on the spot.
Permission to continue traveling through. Giving them...
and then we're asking if they need anything, we're going to let them tell us.
Like, maybe we give them, like, the same deal that the League gives us, like, right of first refusal of stuff that, like, we don't necessarily want for ourselves, maybe? I mean, they are a dragon. I'm assuming they still like stuff. So, like...
True. Yeah.
And everyone's okay with this plan before
we just gung-ho be like, yeah, we'll murder whoever you want down there. Because they might counter with, hey, you also have to murder whoever I want down there, but at least we can set some initial boundaries and then... Or, like, we can make our offer, and then if that's not enough, then we can discuss what they, demand, because they're a dragon and they don't really ask for stuff. They kind of tell you how it's going to go.
That's kind of my biggest hang-up, In a negotiation with a thing as powerful as a dragon, I mean, you never have the upper hand.
But we also actively chose to come back down this path. There were 2 other pathways we could have gone, so, fruits of our labor and all that.
True, but we're greedy.
I don't know what the we business is.
I think that so far we've been granted many impossible choices, I suppose. Because coming down here and not doing what Grimshale wants means it's our life or somebody else's, is what I just determined as you were speaking. So we do our best to negotiate. That's not what we do, but if it comes down to it, then I suppose that's what we have to do, and we just hope we don't come across them is all.
Facts.
I guess, what do you think?
I don't want to kill any innocent people. You guys know that. I also don't want any of us to get eaten by a giant dragon or anything. As usual, I'm going to follow the party's collective judgment.
As our old man used to say, it's good to want things.
To be fair, this is the same man who told me that I was allergic to bacon for the first 10 years of my life. But,
Well, I still don't understand how you thought that was true when I was eating bacon next to you.
Okay, so Celicus. Celicus, what do you think we should do?
I'm just going to say the same thing that I've been saying, that if murdering somebody is on the table, that I need a justifiable reason.
I'm in agreement. Gosh, it's good to have another person with a moral code. I mean, it's so refreshing.
I mean,
You know,
have they killed
You
some
and I can
babies?
discuss that later. Your moral
Are
code.
they a robber?
However, here's your justifiable reason. If we call Grimshale, she doesn't like what we offer. Grimshale's going to kill us. So your justifiable reason for killing somebody else would be to save your life, right?
I whisper over to
Okay.
Obi.
But I will also say, when we were first initially discussing this, Xanatos offered up the fact that we go and hunt somebody down and murder them.
Yeah, the last you left was mentioning you'd be willing to come back and kill this person. So the expectation, of Grimshale is that.
And Grimshield seemed pretty down for it. So, again, turns to Xanatos.
And
On a scale, you don't have to give me specifics. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being really fucking awful, how bad is
That's our
Bellarose
one.
to you?
Ours would also look at Xanatos.
So, I think we'll get to. I will say this: Bellarel is for sure an 11, but I'm not gonna bring Bellarel up. We're gonna go into asking to go the treasure deal first, and then seeing if there's a counter.
Before that question
Okay.
gets asked of Xanatos, I'm whispering over to Obi. So we just gotta do in that stellar fights play where we say the other guy shot first, right? That's what we got to convince these guys, just so that way we can all save our necks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bellaril being an 11 out of a scale of 1 to 10 doesn't seem correct from my experiences with him. Yeah, he's been chasing me a long time, but he's also let me go when he didn't doggedly chase me. When he saw I was out, he kind of just let dogs lie.
Well, and that's why the question wasn't asked to you, Calder. It was asked to me.
No, I know. I'm
My
still trying to
experience
gauge
is not yours.
the experience. What did he do to you?
Well, let's discuss that when we're not about to call a dragon. And I'm going to use dragon speech and dragon's voice, and I'm going to call Grimtail to get this going.
And Golden Boy will wince.
Very nice. And so you call out, and there is a shifting of stone and rock here, and there. Before coming up from the ground is pure black. That for those who we've talked about before, being able to see through. And this darkness, even those of you with the items, still are affected by. As you engulfed in darkness. Whereas Whisper and Calder see the many tentacled and tendrilled Grimshale, eyeless.
Oh, what many writhing tentacles you have.
They speak in Draconic.
Call me Little Red.
You've returned.
Xanatos there in front of you.
That's actually hope. So Xanatos will look forward, in the direction he thinks is not sure if it's looking up or anything.
I
And-
adjust you just slightly.
He'll respond back in Draconic. I'm going with Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets vibe, where he doesn't know he's speaking Draconic, but it just happens because he's spoken with someone. That's the vibe I'm going with.
Parcel tongue.
And so, I'll speak to Grimtail. Yes, we are seeking permission to enter your home again, as we know that is quite rude to do for others.
And are you ready to see the killing of the thieves like you promised?
We would like to counter an offer that may be more appealing to you. And we were wondering if you'd be interested in treasure.
Growing a bit irritated.
My bad, guys.
Oh. All that is here is mine already.
So then, I'm gonna like turn like slightly to the group and say, "Hey, like, Grimchill's like not going for the treasure. I'm gonna put the ball in there." So I'll ask Grimchill. So Grimchill, what is it? What would be the price of entry back into your home?
My speaker has grown a weak stomach for what you promised before.
No, that was the presumption by me of what you might want. And so I want to be sure of what it is that you truly want.
Hmm. My little ones have dug themselves deep and made good tunnels. They have uncovered a power source, a large crystal. But it has corrupted their tiny minds and seems to not allow them to bring it to me. If you would enter their tunnels and find your way and bring me this.
Xandos will turn to the group and tell them, like, hey, like, now, like, there's this huge crystal this way, and relay all that information. I think that's I think better than what we thought it was going to be. Are we okay with this?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll turn back to Grimchill and say, Grimchill, thank you for this opportunity for us to enter your home. This is an adequate request, and we'd be happy to assist with this. Do you have any, can you give us any information of the size of the crystal and where it is specifically?
I don't know specific. Its apparatus keeps my kind away. The little ones seem to have developed an immunity. You'll have to search their tunnels, and it has made them attack intruders. Even me, so I can't tell them to spare you now.
Is Grimchill able to like give us like a general idea, like go like towards like this area and then stop, like, and then they don't know where it's like.
They can point you to the entry to the tunnels.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay.
And this is basically, you realize these are like the kobold tunnels you kind of began before.
Yeah, that's what.
So yes, you have enough of that. If you're asking like where specifically this thing is, they literally it's designed so Grimchill can't know.
Cool. Say, Grimshell, thank you. We will look into this matter for you. Thank you for allowing us to enter your home once again.
They nod. Those who can see. And you watch as they dig and kind of meld into the stone. They whisper and Calder. And travel within the stone of the cave.
All right,
Darkness
Xanatos.
will
What'd you agree to? Because I didn't understand anything they were saying.
That was terrifying.
No, I said, like, I relayed all that information.
All right. Well, I guess let's go.
I hope this crystal doesn't corrupt our minds.
Well, it's Grimshell said it corrupted their kind, so I'm guessing full-grown dragons, and not like very young or types of dragons, because they're talking about kobolds. So I don't think we'll be affected in that specific way. We might be affected in some way, but not that specific way.
Regardless, I like this a lot better than having to kill an innocent person.
What's up, Whisperer?
Interesting. How are they not innocent? Just trying to gauge your clarification of innocence.
Nobody's innocent.
I disagree.
I disagree if you disagree.
I mean, they're monsters. They kill everything that comes anywhere near them. And welcome.
You mean like protecting their habitat? Like you encroach into their space, and so they're defending their space that they live in?
I don't know about all that.
So bears are evil? Wolves are evil?
I didn't say they were evil. I just said that they're not. I mean,
Or so you're saying
not-
bears and wolves are guilty of something?
no, I never said that.
Well,
I mean,
perhaps you can
I
do
guess
this
they are
later.
innocent in the sense that animals are innocent, but not innocent in the same way that a sentient, an intelligent creature that is innocent and means no harm to anyone is.
I don't think anybody means no harm to anybody.
I don't know. I've met some very gentle souls.
Even little Bobby, down by the docks, I'm sure has thrown a rock at a little girl before, or has,
I mean,
taken some rocks and like smashed an anthill.
I don't think
there's varying
ants are
degrees of
comparable
guilt.
to people.
Point of view is very important to realize, as I'm one of the oldest ones here, I believe, unless Whisper is much older than they appear to be.
No, it's okay, Grandpa. You got it.
A point of view, no one believes themselves to be the villain, but other people will.
I don't know. I think there are people and creatures and forces in this world that know full well that they're evil and revel in it. And those are the ones we really have to watch out for.
Xanatos, did Grimshale indicate a preferred method of how we deal with the kobolds?
That would have been a good question to ask. So they said that the kobolds have lost their mind. I believe they, I assume, and that's a terrible assumption, that because since Grimshell said they would attack us, that Grimshell understands that we would fight back to get to this. I don't think Grimshell wants us to go crazy and kill every single one, but just possibly the infected ones.
I see. Well, since no instructions were given, we can resume as we can.
So we're treating the infected ones like roaches.
or like a disease part, like maybe. Roaches might be innocent.
How about we make our way to the tunnels? Let's look for any traps on the way down. If we learned anything from the last time we were here, if we can avoid most of the traps, it may even actually avoid us running into them. So maybe I can try not to mess it up this time and pick up a shield. So should we head that way?
Seems good to me.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I will recast light on my shield and begin leading the party to the tunnels that Xanatos pointed out.
Okay.
Calder, you got Sammy? You know, Sammy, our luggage, you got it?
Yeah, he's good. While we were doing the whole rope thing, he just crawled across the ceiling. It took him a while. I sent him ahead. He met back up with us. Those creepy feet, you know, they stick to anything.
Very good.
Keep Sammy in the back. Let's go.
All right. So begin proceeding. Let's start with a stealth check. Way through.
Xanatos and Celicus, do both of you have disadvantage for armor?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go with, I was gonna say I'll go with Xanatos this time, and then I'll get Celicus next time. So I'll give you Blessing of the Trickster, so you have advantage. So it's just gonna be a straight roll for you.
Cool. Thank you.
Can I guide myself for this, Matt, or no?
Yeah, it wouldn't quite work with this.
Okay.
13.
Oh. Pause. I'm on the wrong dice.
I'm gonna use my review advantage to make it a flat roll.
Okay.
Hallelujah. 17.
24, Ryan.
8 for ours.
Okay.
9 for Whisper.
20 for me.
All right. In that case, fairly silently, and you're able to make up the occasional almost noise by ours. And you follow the general directions, crossing by the center floating map that seems to be a working model of a city being constructed. And then continuing past, you find the similar to a crack you found before in the wall, where it's been dug out. Odd now, though, what was just simply a crack now has been widened into a tunnel, and pictures of, or etchings really, of kobolds with wings standing guard or brandishing fierce weapons litter the profile of this, the border of this tunnelway.
It might just be me, but somehow I have a feeling this stone didn't exactly like brainwash the kobolds, more like it gave them something new to worship.
Oh, that's a scary thought. But you might be onto something.
Perhaps it gave them powers that a usual dragon service could not give them.
Grimshill said that they attacked her when she tried to approach them, yeah?
Yeah.
Why would she back away?
No.
It must be...
No, Grimchill said that she couldn't get near it. It keeps her away, and then it affected the goal. That's right, correct?
Essentially, yeah. They seem not to be listening to her. Like, so there's a control issue.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. But if these things are turning on Grimshill, and we can convince the kobolds to help us take down Grimshill, I mean, maybe that takes care of the Grimshill issue. The kobolds get to live with whatever the stone is, and then we can go back and get that item that we gave Grimshill the last time we left here.
Assuming
Ooh.
all the other kobolds that are under Grimshell's command don't kill us.
True.
I don't know. Whisper, you did an excellent job in pacifying them last time. How would you think that we would go about trying diplomacy with these creatures?
I find that it's interesting that you all have a very hard time staying on task. You were nearly killed by a juvenile dragon, and here you're contemplating starting a revolt between two clans of kobolds against a very much older dragon?
Yeah,
Can
Obi, what's wrong with
activate
you?
my puppets? Probably. Can I convince them to fight another dragon? I don't know, but I don't know that I'd want to try.
We're just throwing ideas
You all
out
suddenly become more powerful than you were several weeks ago?
Just a little bit.
I'm gonna expend a charge from measure. I don't know if I got more powerful, but I do think I got taller. And I'll be like, Obi, come here. I look an inch taller than you.
It was just a thought. I get a lot of random things. That's how these things come together in my head.
I mean, some of your thoughts are really great. They led us to a secret space that none of us knew about. However, I don't want us to think that we're ready to fight a big dragon. Maybe we are. Who knows? It's just a matter of how much you want to gamble with your life is the real question.
Yeah. Well, how about this? We already know where we're going. Let's start making our way down the tunnels. Let's actually see what's going on with the kobolds first before we make that decision then.
Yeah, I agree.
More information is usually better than less.
That's right. Because for all we know, it's like 10 of them are insane and the rest of them are like, what do we do with them?
And
Yeah.
there's that other thing that where, you kill one and then two come back from the magical egg. Did you all forget about that?
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
Yeah, I surely did. I forgot that they've got a Hydra egg thing going on.
Yeah, that's
It's a good thing I'm here. And you can hear me right now.
Yeah, so actually,
So sorry.
Grimshill would probably want us to kill those bad ones, and then they'll get like 2 good ones.
To answer your question from earlier, Whisper, though, I do think I've been becoming more powerful and learning new ways to use my magic ever since starting this expedition. It's like, I don't know, just letting it out this way and, putting myself in danger. It seems to have unlocked parts of me. Hopefully that continues. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but that's how I feel.
I definitely feel like I've gained more experience.
Are you
Oh,
sure
I have
to just
no
start
idea.
growing?
Yep. Here we go.
Okay.
I still feel like I'm bumbling around in the dark.
So
the not being able to see things.
going through, what is your strategy here?
So, should we be quiet on the way through this one? Because if we really all want to try to be a little stealthy, I can put up a little bit of pass without trace spell. Try to keep us very quiet as we make our way through here.
Sorry, last clarifying question. Is this the entrance to the tunnel that Grimshill said, like, that these are, like, bad kobolds? Or, like, this is the entrance, like, where the general kobold area is?
Shouldn't it indicate that all the kobolds have been corrupted by the discovery of this thing?
Okay, so we don't know, like, if we're gonna meet good ones or bad ones, like, going through. Is that right?
I mean, you wouldn't. Sorry, ask that again. What were you asking?
Sorry, like, I'm not asking right. So I'm picturing, like, there's one tunnel that's filled with bad kobolds that, like, aren't listening. Are we going into one with all the good kobolds? Like, because we have to go through them first?
She's trying to say, I would say the way she talked about it seemed like all of them may have been corrupted by this.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
And so she just wanted us to take care of them all, Xanatos? Or what if we, like, get rid of the stone? What if they just come back under her control?
Well, we have to bring the stone to Grimchill.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Or the crystal back to Grimchill.
That, yeah. All crystals are rocks, not all rocks are crystals, sorry.
Or minerals.
All right. So, sneaky.
And we don't fall into any traps would be advisable as well.
Yes. All right. So, if we're going to start sneaking down, I will pull out my cards for a moment, kind of shuffle them. And then as I do, I will begin kind of flipping them. And as I do,
Hit me.
everybody starts all of a sudden, you feel almost like a bit of a shadow comes out of the cards and gives you a little bit of extra quietness as I pass without trace on everybody.
Oh, are we not playing right now? Sorry.
No, not yet.
Okay. So use a pass without trace. Okay.
Well, it's that one for 15.
What were you trying?
I thought we were rolling for stealth.
Okay. Well, it's good because you're moving carefully through the tunnel. So, the 15, very good. Not very good. Very good for me. As you,
So it's plus 10, right?
Yes.
Or are we
So I get
re-rolling
29.
stealth?
yes, through the stealth.
Yes.
Do I still have the Blessing of the Trickster, or was that just one?
No, I can give it to you again.
Okay.
26 total for me.
And so 14 plus 10, so 24, I guess.
31 total for me.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds with everyone's as you make your way in, you see there are 4 kobolds in what looks like a bit of a grand chamber. Carving into it what appears to be a flying city within the ceiling has been taken time with claw, which, Selkis, you can recognize as very rudimentary carving of Draconia. They are sleeping currently, and you have not awakened them. looking at them, you see two seem to have various bottles attached to their bodies. Another has tools and various pieces of metal. The last is heavily armed with a shield and plinth.
Should we disarm them and then wake them up to find out information? Because I'll sneak in there and I'll take that shield, those bottles, and just kind of bring it all back, and then we can make our decision with them.
Yeah, I mean, if we're intending to wake them up at all, we should definitely want to do that.
I can see the benefit of just disarming them and then leaving because we have to come back this way. So,
All right.
To clarify, you mean just take their weapons, right? Not take off their arms.
No, I'm good. Like, I'll take the shield, the bottles, and the tools so that if they wake up, they can't just start attacking us. Well, I mean, they can, but they just won't have stuff.
We can try.
All right. Does anybody want to come with me, or is this am I going solo? All right, Cal. Let's go.
How many are we approaching?
So there's 4 in here.
Mercedes, get out.
I hear architect. That sounds bad.
All right. So you approach these 4. Give me a stealth check
All right.
for the 2 of you.
And we still get a +10 from.
As long as you're concentrating on it.
Yep.
23.
23 also.
Okay.
And can Santos, like, I guess, ready in action to cast Thaumaturgy, like, to do a noise, like, away from where they're going? Like, does that make sense, or is that a no?
Yeah, I suppose. Well, so you can't ready necessarily,
Okay.
but you can kind of we can know that you're there, so you can remind me. We can see where that, depending what happens, we can see how that fits.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
But
Thank
we
you.
get that you're kind of there.
Matt? Just really quick, how close are they to each other?
So the room here is about 20 feet wide. There's a way past them. They are, each one's about 10. So they'd be 10 feet from the ones that are on the both side, and then they're about 15 feet away the other way.
And just to be clear, there are 4 of them here?
Yes.
Okay. So they're definitely not in a 5-foot sphere.
No.
Okay.
2 of them could be.
Okay.
Well, not 5-foot sphere. 5 foot what, diameter sphere? Or
Yeah, it's first
Yes, 4 squares.
4 squares.
so radial. Okay.
Radius. Sorry.
So 2 of them could get into that. Yeah.
Okay.
So approaching carefully. So what do you want to do? Each of you going up to 1?
I was going to go to the one with the bottles and see if I could slip the bottles away from them.
So there's 2 with the bottles. You want to each do bottles?
Sure.
Okay. So you split up. All right. So give me sleight of hands, please.
Oh, yes.
21.
Natural 20 for 25.
Okay. So, very carefully, you begin taking from them, each of them, a dagger, as well as several flasks. And so, this right here has been. Well, so it's took you a good 10 minutes, or 5 minutes, I would say, 5 minutes to do this enough to where you've not awoken them. So let me. Okay.
Am I making a map for this, or is this going to be a quick kill?
I don't know what they're doing yet, art department. Right now they're stealing. Whether this is interesting. I know it's rough. Like, I don't know what we're doing. Cool.
I mean, our overall plan for the art department, my thought was if we can disarm them and then wake them up to get information without killing them, so that we can hopefully, like, parlay with them a little bit.
Okay, so the plan is interrogation without murder.
Murder.
Okay, then I'm going to go lay back down and try not to die.
Okay.
And then the murder happened.
Okay. So then you want to move on to the other two?
Yes.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. So the tools and the shield and sword, basically. So we can do another set of sleight of hand.
Okay.
15.
Oh no! This is definitely one of those times I'm using my heroic inspiration because that was a natural one. Oh,
There's inspiration in the chat too.
oh. 17. I had already rolled though, so I have to. I
Yeah,
should
but
have
I look
called
for
it.
future things.
17 though with my heroic inspiration.
Okay. Perfect. In that case, from the one, you're able to take several spare parts as well as weights, nets, spikes, these strange circular blade, almost like circular saw blades, a strange piece that looks like you want, like it's meant to grind metal against metal, and several tools, and then that is what I think Kodo went for, and Orion, you can get Pilum and Shield.
So once we get the items, we'll walk them back to the party where we came in. So now we know they're disarmed, and just say if we want to circle the room and wake them up. This way they, we can try to talk to them now without causing more problems. Because I don't think there's a reason to kill them. I think if we could just get more information about what's going on with the stone would be huge.
So who's our front man? Xanatos or Celicus?
Well, what if Selkis, myself, Obi, and Calder, we each get a rope and we jump on, surprise him and try to tie him up?
That's counter to the just trying to get information calmly idea.
Okay, well, if they react bad when we wake them up, then
Yeah, but I would be willing to lead negotiations. I'm
You
the
don't speak
least-
Draconic, though.
No, that's true. I don't know if they speak common either.
So it's probably Xanatos or Celicus. I think Xanatos might have some special zhuzh with his the way he speaks Draconic.
Maybe. Because Xanatos is pretty scary too.
Don't mind his face; he can speak calmly.
I mean,
Selkis, you like kobolds, I'm guessing. Do you want to talk to them?
Do I really like kobolds?
It's just a vibe I get from it.
Celicus, are you a racist?
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
While you guys are figuring that out, I'm going to start digging through the parts because I want to kind of get a feel for what all this may.
You have another
Be
question
used.
that we should consider. If we go with your way where we just ask them questions, what's the plan after they answer our questions that we do with them?
Depending on how good the questions go, maybe they invite us in.
Okay.
All right.
And if they don't,
Which is why I thought of the ropes. So
yeah.
You and I feel like our magic is similar. Maybe we could
Okay.
put some
We're the
sugar
back
on them.
plan.
Sure.
Got it.
All right, who's gonna help me tie him up?
Oh, we're starting with that?
I thought again, we're not starting with tying them up. We're gonna wake them up and ask for information in a hopefully less threatening
Who's
manner.
coming with me?
I'll go with Celicus.
I think Whisper and I are also going to be, in line of sight to try and calm them down, if anything.
Yeah, and remember, you have to go 2 different directions because they're not all grouped together.
That's right. Sorry.
So maybe we just wake up one. Like maybe you can send your hand and just kind of poke one and try to get their attention. Like, excuse me, don't mean to bother you, and don't mean to ruin your nap.
Okay.
Type deal.
Let's let Xanatos and Celicus do their thing. What do you all want to do? Let's get this action.
I
moving.
want to follow Celicus's lead.
I'm gonna go up to one. I'm gonna kind of just firmly, but gently, but with a little bit of warning of wake him up slowly. Don't do anything too crazy, like scream. I just have a couple questions for you.
Firmly, gently, slowly, but quick enough to got it. Okay, sure. And so
I'm just waiting. I'm holding him by his neck with a little bit of a knife next to him, just wake up slowly.
Cool.
Do not scream. I know this is very alarming.
Perfect.
Did you say you have a knife to his neck?
Hey, we're going. We're moving. Let's go ahead and roll intimidation.
And I'll help with intimidation, be they're Celicus's bodyguard or something.
It's a 21.
Okay. So. Okay. You can tell me actually. Is this one of the ones with the chemicals, or the one with the tools, or one with more of the pylum and shield and stuff?
Whichever one that we disarmed.
You disarmed them all.
Then the one that had the chemicals.
Cool. Okay. All right. So they kind of just say, "You, I won't make a sound.
Thank you.
Don't
Now,
don't.
My friend and I here,
Don't hurt Fairy. Do not hurt Fairy.
we don't want to hurt you. But I will say that we've been lost out here quite a bit.
Oh, you have
So
bad
we have
sense
some
of direction.
questions for you.
Questions. Oh yeah, questions. I answer questions. I answer questions. I don't bleed from my neck.
So is he
Other
speaking
places.
Draconic?
Yeah, I think it should be Draconic because they're.
Okay.
Or other places. Now, we heard some rumor here about a particular special stone that a certain big dragon might be wanting but can't get their hands on.
Yes. The heart of Tiamat.
Excuse me?
Yes. The heart of Tiamat. As we bow. Yes, we found it. It is beautiful. Beautiful. Tell me, do you come in the name of the blind monstrosity? The other one, the Grimshill.
Can we like do like any type of deal to see like which side they're on?
Ooh, I mean, give me insight.
Okay. Boom! Natural 20. 24.
Nice.
Well done, well done.
All right. Indeed, judging from the way they kind of say it, they are trying to very much hide and determine if you are in the name of Grimshire, who they seem to view as an enemy to the heart of Tiamat.
Okay. I want to look at Selkis and like just settle and try to shake my head like so that Selkis sees like to answer no.
Celicus is going to make a non-committal answer, but also be really kind of honest about it. I don't really care about Grimshale. What I care about is what exactly is this heart of Tiamat? Like, what is it doing for you guys that makes you covet it and care about it so much?
She whispers. She whispers the secrets. It goes, with thieves. Looks over and sees there. Holes. She goes, she whispers knowledge. Tells us how to make things, better things. Help to combine things of the caves to make fire and poisons, acids. That's what she whispers to me. She whispers to others how to make great contraptions to defend her, to defend this place and what she is building.
What she's building? Tiamat's building something?
Oh yes, the city, the grand city in her name.
She is?
What color is she?
She is of many colors.
Okay.
Do you seek her? Has she called you?
Not really, but this is really interesting. Sorry we took your stuff. We didn't want you to like melt our faces. You know how it is.
Of course. Why do you seek her?
Well, you get lost down in these ruins. You travel down some tunnels. You run into some kobolds.
Perfect. Just turn around, go back to where you came. Everything will be fine.
Precisely. Although my friends and I are a little bit interested in this heart of Tiamat. I mean, they've never really known anything of any kind of worship of the great Tiamat.
Oh, do they wish to learn?
You know, possibly they might be. They might be interested.
I can show you a place. Yes? Follow me.
And Celicus is going to kind of wave the others over.
Ars,
What did you say his name was, Matt?
Faye.
Faye. Friends, this is Faye. He's going to show us some cool secret stuff.
hi,
Also-
Faye.
List.
Also, he's told us that apparently the gemstone is the heart of Tiamat. And when
Ars-
Celicus tells you this, he has a very distinct twitch to his eye that he's not pleased by it.
Okay. Ars sucks in his breath at the mention of an evil god. Okay.
Does the fairy look like they understand Celicus when Celicus is talking to us in common?
Give me a sight.
19 on the die for 19 total.
Nice. Got some good insight rolls today.
Right. They are attempting to play off like they don't, but a little nod and twitches indicate they do.
Hmm.
And furthermore, you feel they're scared and they're going along, but they're putting on an act of incompetence and stupidity. You begin to think they might be more conniving than they're leading in attempting to, or seeming. Sorry.
Celicus, do you know common sign language or halfling perchance?
I do understand halfling.
I start talking to you in halfling and be like, yeah, he's full of shit. He knows exactly what's going on and he speaks common. I really doubt he'll know halfling, which is why I chose this language. It's also the only other language we share. But he definitely knows more than he's letting on. So just be careful what you say. And I'm saying this all with a smile and like high tone, so it sounds very jovial. to not
Give me a deception.
Yep.
Ars would just
22.
wave at Faye.
Oh, but you speak halfling or
Wow.
no?
Nope.
So yeah, 22 on the deception.
I speak Elvish and Gnomish.
I think the way Celicus would react, would Faye just be kind of like mumbling around, like while surrounded by all of us, kind of thing?
They're looking. I mean, I think they're paying a lot of attention. You know.
Yeah. I think Celicus would probably say to Xanatos, in common probably, what was his name? Do.
Belarus?
No, I'm looking for the name of the trader guy who we consecutively didn't like because he was upcharging us.
Aldor?
Aldor. Celicus would say to, because like this guy probably doesn't know Aldor, would say to Xanatos that it's a good thing this worked out, and it's not like it that time with Aldor where we all got fucked over.
Oh, he's too.
I used to.
Yeah, because if that would happen again, like, well, and Xanthos will like swing his axe like to his side, like making sure like that Faye, the kobold, sees it.
Okay, give me intimidation.
Yeah, I can do that.
Harry the kobold.
23.
Okay.
Dang. And ours is going to try and play good cop again, but Xanatos is bad cop. And he's just going to smile very warmly at Faye and give a small bow.
Hey, give me a persuasion check, I guess.
Ooh, that's an at 1, so I'm going to use a lucky.
Nice.
Wow, that's an 8.
Okay.
Wow. Do I want to use another lucky on that? No, I'm gonna hold on to
No,
it.
not on this situation.
It's very awkward. Ours is trying so hard to be sweet and polite. He's
They
deeply comfortable.
they bow in return.
Matt, while this is going on, can I kind of peruse the potion bottles or the bottles that we found on the kobolds to see if anything of use, or if it looks like any like kind of chemical stuff I've pulled off before from things like alchemist's fire or poisons or anything like that?
Chicken.
I'm trying to make something again.
Spicy football.
Yeah, I would say there's go and give me an investigation check.
Ten total.
I would say there's a lot you don't understand about what's all with this. However, there's enough to where you kind of get like a bottle that you think will act a lot like alchemist fire. So one flask of it, but then the rest is just sort of beyond what you know what it is. It appears like a lot of stuff that's more made to be mixed on the fly by somebody who knows what they're doing to create different effects than ready-made concoctions.
Okay.
It's just FYI. Lucky changed in 2024. You have to decide to roll it before. You can't wait till you fail.
Oh, it has to be before?
Okay.
Yeah, it gives you advantage.
So we'll do that going forward. Because
Yeah,
just cool. Don't worry about it. But let's go ahead and take a 15-minute break, and then we'll come back. If that sounds
All
good.
right.
Okie dokie.
Well, it doesn't say before or after.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello, as we are here, the interrogation of the kobold. Given that they are possibly pretending to be a little bit less with it than they actually are. And they've returned to bow to ours. What would you all like to do next?
Matt, are we able to tell if any of these kobolds have wings?
None of them have wings.
Whisper would just like to occasionally keep her eyes up, watching out.
I will say, I think with Whisper specifically, looking at them, they do seem like this one and the other head chemicals both look very mottled in their scales. And the other two look different too. Like they're than what the ones you were looking at. They look like they've changed. Like there's been stuff going on.
You know, maybe I was speaking a little too hastily and making unfair judgments. Maybe kobolds really are people, and I should be more thoughtful of them.
How does Fairy react?
Fairy's still, like you say, they're doing their best not to have a reaction because they're still you from your intake can tell they're still pretending not to know common.
All right, so do we have them lead us on to where this? I mean, I'm intrigued. I mean, it's the heart of Tiamat, right?
Honestly, it's kind of scary, you know, thinking about it. Really is the heart of Tiamat down here, then I don't know.
Faye, if we go to see this heart, what's the best way we go?
I will translate between Orion and Faye.
They look as they go. Sorry, let's go. Oh, it is this way. This way. I show you. Come. Down. And they go, I need to change so you can go down the way to the stone. Yes?
What do you mean by change?
Well, right now this goes to our beds. I need to make tunnel go to the right place.
You need to change the tunnel?
Yes.
I would like to do another insight check on this guy.
Yeah, go for it.
The 11?
11. I mean, seem pretty straightforward. I'm gonna take something kind of given away. Anything too much. You sense that possibly the idea that this tunnel doesn't lead to where you want it, where you're asking it to go, seems correct.
In Halfling, I speak to Celicus. Should we just call them on their bullshit, just so that way we can try to be like, hey, look, we know you're like not leading us on? Like we just want to have an open conversation, or scare him some more?
Let's end the ruse.
All right, go ahead.
Celicus is going to pull out his Dragon Slayer longsword and put it right next to him and be like, listen, we've been more or less upfront about how we weren't going to viciously murder you and the rest of your buddies because we wanted some information, honestly. But you keep trying to weasel around from the truth.
No, I don't. I'm taking you where you asked to go.
It doesn't seem like that. It seems like you're trying to weasel out and send us down a trap-infested hallway.
And you're speaking to him in Draconic?
Yeah.
Ours just looks concernedly between Celicus and Faye, not knowing how the situation's just suddenly changed. He's putting the sword to its neck.
You want to know more? I'm taking you to where you can know more. That is it.
I'll say in Fairy, I know you understand common. Like, we're genuine. Like, let's cut the bullshit. Respectfully. I pegged that you weren't. You're not letting on as much as you can, and we'd like to just, speak openly. If I give you back, I hand him back like one of the daggers that I took off of them. Does that make you feel a little bit better? Like that we're being forthright with you? I know my friends here are very scary, but like we are in fact looking for just information and would rather not, pick a fight with you and all of your brethren. How very many there are. We're aware of the population to an extent, but
because I know the egg probably would not be happy with how you're treating us.
Wait, so they do know common?
They had figured it out, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's ours saying that, not me.
Okay.
yes, he does know common.
Oh,
There's sorts to come in. Okay, listen. Yes, but I woke up with a dagger to my throat. So my
Understandably.
defense. Okay.
that's fair.
Okay. I need to change the tunnel, like I said. If you wish to go down the path of Tiamat.
Okay. Like, I understand what you were asking. I want you to be assured we will go along with this. But the moment that we realize that this is a trap, I am going to chop your head off.
That's so aggressive.
Give me an intimidation check.
Hey, I don't like kobolds, man. Like, I'm like anti-self this year. 16.
Nice.
I go, okay. So, yeah, she will test you. It's not a trap, it's a test.
And
Thank
what
you for sharing this information.
what's the flavor of the test, so to speak? Like our loyalty to her, because like clearly we've not met her, so like we're gonna fail that. Like, is it like how much we know, how much we're letting on? Like our friend said, we don't really have a side between. What did you call her? You said another name earlier. Like, oh, are you with Tiamat or the other one? That like
Grimshale.
that one, sure, Grimshale. Like we don't have a side that like we're particularly fond of. So if it's just gonna be like, are you loyal to Tiamat? Then yeah, we're gonna just fail that test. So we'd rather not do that. If it's just gonna mean our death. Do you catch my drift? Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I mean, She
Like you're your own-
devours. She devours the unworthy, of course.
What constitutes as worthy? That's so like abstract.
Cannot
Like,
see
we
you.
get
In
your-
fact, and I cannot tell you.
I think we've gotten as much as we can with them. Like I think, or them. I think
And
we should.
I'll give because you do have wizard. The wizard thinks that they might be under some type of magical compulsion where they actually can't tell you the specifics.
Cool.
I see.
But they are being
Thank you,
fairly
Aloy.
clearly. It could be pretty. There is danger in going and figuring this out.
Messing with the Queen of Dragons is, well, I was ready to do some pretty dangerous things today, but that's pretty up there. Are we sure we want to do this?
Well, we kind of committed to it with Grimshield.
Yeah. Damn, I don't like our options.
All right, Faye, change the tunnel. Let's go. Let's move this going.
Okay. They grab what looks like just like another rock, and then as they push, it moves, and you can hear the tunnel grinding as the other ones wake up at this. As they go, ah! Canaro actually goes, "It's fine. They'll kill us if you make a noise."
Oh god.
And realizing they don't have their weapons and you do, they all kind of begin to tremble. I am leading them to the test. Oh, right. If they fail the test, they'll just die. And if they succeed, they've been approved. This is brilliant.
You know, I trust that reaction, I say to my group.
Ours just kind of laughs nervously along.
All right. And with that, a slightly larger tunnel now appears that is along the walls are the etchings of heads of dragons.
How good is the architecture?
It looks like it's been carved by claw. More rudimentary, not like with a lot of artistry.
Okay.
I do want to ask Faye. Okay, on this side, where's the rock that changes the tunnel from that side?
Okay. So,
Does that make sense? What I'm asking?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll go. It is. It only changes on this side.
So okay. So what's to stop you from trapping us in here?
I guess nothing. That's a good idea.
So you're gonna come with us.
Okay. They go, we'll stay here, says the other ones.
And if they don't let you back, I again am going to chop your head off.
Okay.
Wow, this is a horrible situation for everybody.
Just, well, you wouldn't be trapped. There'd just be another way you'd be going. It's fine.
You say that, but we don't know for sure.
Sure. You continue.
What's one more test?
You come to a room where you see there are 5 dragon heads that have been worked out of metal, each glowing with arcane runes, and their mouths are open. They're raised in such a way that no matter where you would stand in the room, a head would point at you.
You can actually make this at home. I did it as a science thing in my classroom.
On the walls around, you can see a relief. You see a picture of what you recognize as Tiamat, the five-headed dragon goddess in all her terrible glory. Her 5 heads loom over a scene of kneeling figures. You see a warrior in blackened armor offers a sword with bended knee. A cloaked figure holds up a golden crown. A robed sage presents a pearl. A shivering peasant clutches a chalice of water. And what looks like a broken figure drops a shield. And you can see an inscription. It is in Draconic. Power bows before destruction. Wealth crumbles before storms. Wisdom poisons the mind. The meek shudder before the frost. Defense is devoured by ruin.
So, Fairy, what's the premise?
I don't know.
Is this a different test than you took?
Probably not.
Which one did you choose?
I don't know.
It's probably that magic that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yep.
So, looking at this relief, could I roll religion? See if what all ours knows about Tiamat and her teachings and what she would expect from her servants, and maybe what this relief really depicts.
You're from the Empire, right?
Yes, he is from the Empire.
You'd get nothing then, because that's not one of their stated gods. That is
There's not one
an
that's
evil.
favorite gods.
Well, you could possibly be you can
Unless
do a
you get
religion
secret
check
knowledge.
to see if you've because
Can
you
I get-
studied. We can see if you've studied and know anything. So give me a religion check.
Can I get
also-
Mars advantage, like since I was a paladin?
Yeah, I'll let you give ours the advantage. Yeah, that's-
Ours also lived in Port Damali for several years, though.
Okay, yeah,
okay.
make your religion check. Yeah,
Can I give guidance?
sure. Let's do it.
So wait, I'm already getting advantage from Xanatos, right? Yeah, from help. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Kid, no need to burn luck.
Okay, so that's 16, and then add D4 from guidance.
D4 plus 1.
D4 plus 1. Okay, so that is an 18 in total.
18. Okay. So you would know the commandments of Tiamat to be amass wealth but spend little. The gold and the power that comes with it is sufficient reward in itself. Do not forgive nor forget an indignity to yourself. Let no affront go unpunished. And take what you covet. Those without the strength to defend their dominion are not worthy to have one. In looking specifically here, I would say as you're Let's see here. I'm trying to totally figure it out. This seems to be a test of understanding her nature. It seems to depict a proper offering for her 5 aspects.
I see.
Did you have those things written down so that we could see them again?
Which things?
The
Powerful bows before destruction.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Worms.
Yes.
The relief.
Let's put the other one in the Discord for you.
Okay, so all the figures are acting with the inscription. So power bows before destruction. The warrior is offering the sword on bended knee. The wealth crumbles before the storm. The cloak figure is holding a golden crown. So it's showing like what all those people are doing. 3, 4, and there's 5 of them. How many? And there's 5. Yeah, there's 5 of them, and there's 5 dragon heads. Maybe we have to recreate it somehow.
Yeah, I would say within that check here, I would give because this is the clue I would give is that each figure you think is actually given an offering to one of the heads.
So there was one of the pictures was the individual holding like a goblet of water, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. In handouts, I went ahead and put all 5. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Oh, all right. That's where it is. All right. So I'm going to actually walk over to that head.
So you don't know what head that is.
Oh, we don't know it. Okay.
So the relief depicts the 5 bowing before the whole thing.
Okay.
Then there's the poem. So so with the check, what I'm telling you is that the thing is is matching what you think is to the correct head.
Okay.
Since you did a check.
And are there?
Remember, if you do more checks, you get more hints, but that also destroys the figuring it out. So just whatever you want to do.
Are the heads? Do they have their specific colors?
Yeah, that was gonna be my question.
You know when you make a challenge when you think there's a wizard in the party? Someone can make an Arcana check.
I'll try.
Can I as well? I'm proficient.
Yeah.
Can I guide myself?
I got a 12.
Could I guide myself?
Well, someone could guide you, so go ahead and take your guidance.
Okay.
Because I said no, it'd be like I guide him. So
I was gonna say Obi can guide
precisely. Let's get the-
Whisperer. Okay, so 1 for that. That would be 12. I'll use my heroic. Might as well.
Yeah, nice.
That's only a 13.
Okay.
I'll use mine as well.
Nice.
Am I able to guide Whisper at this point or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So Whisper, you can do a D4 plus 1.
It's worse.
Words.
Well, remember, you re-roll one of your die if you had advantage. Or did you not have
We didn't-
advantage?
we didn't
They
have
roll-
advantage.
they roll
We just
separately.
rolled.
Because you literally cannot get lower on an advantage reroll.
Okay.
So, just want to make sure. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so the highest you was 12?
13, yeah.
13. Okay. And okay. Then the 13, you're able to identify the center head arcane as being this as being consistent with fire magic.
Okay. So, visually, because we know Tiamat has the 5 different heads or whatnot, and normally dragons have like different horn shapes or stuff like that. Is there any differentiation between the statues in that regard of like the direction of the horns or the style that the horns go, or if there's gems in the eye sockets, or
Like, does one look like it could be water, but it's actually acid? Like, is there
Oh,
I would take a survival check. I love it from somebody who's wants to be looking at this. Or
Obi, do these look different to you?
I'm
Even just
solving
slightly?
the riddle on the side here.
Ollie's busy. So Orion wants to do survival.
Sorry.
I'll do the survival then. Yeah.
If I can guide him, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It's not as good as yours.
Oh, that was almost a 17 turned to a 3. So 7, and then I'll add the D4.
Ooh.
But that. Oh, an 8 total.
An 8.
We struggle in.
I mean, they are modeled different, but yeah, unfortunately, you know what? I would, because of this, I would give you, even though you failed the check, because you recently encountered a black dragon, you can identify which one is the black one.
All right, cool.
So you
So we
have the
think-
red, and you have fire, and you have what it would be the black dragon.
So you guys think
Black Dragon?
I
The
think
one all
it
the
would-
way to the right.
I think acid would be the one that destroys defense. Personally, and then
No, wisdom poisons the mind. I think that would be the one.
that sounds more like green, which is poison.
Oh, okay. New player, I have no idea what off the track.
No, yeah, you're. But you know, like we had the acid drip on our armor and whatnot, and it kind of like made it weaken. So that one seems to, for that, power bows before destruction. Fire burns everything down.
Yeah.
Reds are said to be like
Okay.
the most
I have
arrogant
it.
and strongest of the chromatics, if
Ollie
I'm not
has-
mistaken.
I have it.
Telecus, tell us, you have the most experience being a dragon or closest thing to it.
So, if you combine the saying part there, the power bows before destruction, blah 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 blah, and then the figures, fire, would be for the warrior with the sword. Power bows before destruction. Then wealth crumbles before storm would be the cloaked figure with the golden crown to lightning. Wisdom poisons the mind would be the robed figure with the pearl.
There's no way Matt gave it to us in order. Just straight down. Did we just bubble C all the way down and get 100?
The meek shudder before the frost.
It's not in
is
order.
the shivering peasant.
Yes, it is.
Well,
Oh.
no, the thing does match up, yeah. But
And then defense is devoured by ruin. Is the broken figure with the shield.
listen,
Okay, so
I
so
just
now-
know it's a mixed group, and you gotta. And Molly was sick, so who knew?
And the and devoured by ruin is specifically acid.
No, yeah. That part I got. I'm trying to figure out where the heads are.
Which head is which is what
Yeah,
we're trying to
That's
Yeah.
the part I'm trying to figure
And so we figured out fire and acid, right? We think we figured out fire
Right.
and acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, just not so I'm just not going to be an idiot. You would know the blue one of lightning because it's Celicus.
Okay, cool.
Just because that's
Which one's the blue one?
Yeah.
yeah.
So we know middle's red. Which
Far right
right.
is acid.
which one of the
Right.
5 was far right was acid? You said, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the far left is the.
Okay,
And,
so
and Celicus could not possibly forget that the white one is ice.
why is
There's no
that?
forgetting that.
Why can't Celicus forget ice?
Because a great
Draconia.
white dragon destroyed Draconia.
Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah.
Hey, Celicus hasn't exposited that on us.
Oh, you're trying to. I thought you were.
no, I was trying. No, that was
My vocal cords are not ready for this.
So, which one was white Celicus? Since we know middle's
Ice.
fire. Yeah, which one's the ice
Shivering
one?
peasant.
No, yeah. Which of the heads Celicus?
Oh, that one, the white one.
They're not colored.
They're
thought
not
they weren't
colored.
Oh. Crap.
So, left or right of center?
So we have middle left and we have middle right left. Like those are the only two.
Because we've got fire, we've got acid, we've got lightning. So, which of these 2 is ice?
And which
what?
one's poison?
Well, once we know ice, then we know poison. Just
Yeah.
by a process of elimination. So, Celicus, which of those dragon heads looks more like a white dragon?
Ooh, white.
It's like Please, we don't start at the same time.
You're both dying.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me. Depending on how you want to do this, because I think with memory, you could go ahead and give me like an intelligence check, or you could go ahead and do like a survival check. But I will give you advantage due to the fact that
Heritage and
your
history.
traumatic experience.
I will do. I will do a survival.
Got it.
$15.
Okay. In that case, the left of center does resemble the frigid dune.
All right. So, how do we go about making? So now that we know what offerings need to be going where, how do you guys want to proceed with these offerings? I'd be real remiss to lose this sword I just got, but like, especially since apparently I gotta hunt somebody down. Ooh, I have an idea,
What
But
if
it
you
might-
use your summon sword? Like with that?
but it might rip the power from me because this is a god I'd be tempting essentially.
Ooh. Hmm. I mean, I could just use my sword. It's just a scimitar. I'd be happy. I'll go offer my sword.
You did get that cool new bow.
All right.
Just-
So, which
Well, I
one do
don't
we
have
think
a
that one goes to?
But we don't have. Do we have a shield to offer?
Yeah.
Okay. And
My ring offers me some protection against cold. I don't know how this is going to play out, but I also have a water skin. Not
Okay.
exactly a chalice
Okay.
of water, but water.
I know we don't technically have our wizard, but does the wizard have a pearl, which is for identify?
I can.
They would.
This feels real bad, and I'll have to like figure out something else later. But I could offer the storm my horde of Electrum. Like, I'd lose my ability for a little while until I could, redo the ritual and find something that I find appropriate as a horde. But if it gets us, into past this, it's worth it. So then we would just have to figure out the poisoned mind thing. Any ideas?
Well,
So they're holding up a pearl. The sage is holding up a pearl. Wisdom points of mind. Does it necessarily have to be a pearl specifically, or does it have to be just a material component for a spell? Because if so,
We could just try. Because I don't have a crown to give the thing, but if it's in the spirit of the phrase,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
I think
Just in
we're
general,
all-
I'd always suggest a party just to go try what you're going to try
Yeah.
and see how you can do it.
Whisper, could I have the other platinum ring back for a little bit?
Hand it back.
So which one would we be giving the sword to? Was that was going to
Red.
which
Red.
So
Alright.
I guess we
Let's
can
just-
all just stand in front of our respective heads and do it at the same time. That way, if we all die together. Yeah.
I like that idea.
My thumb is up.
And hey, only 5 of us need to do it.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
means, worst case scenario, Xanatos and Alaric get out of here scot free. Who's Scott? Why is
Luggage.
that the phrase? Why is it scot free? Who's Scott?
I have no idea, but I go stand in front of the
Yeah.
frost.
I go stand in front of the red one and take a knee with the sword up.
I offer up my horde of Electrum to the blue.
Ours is going to kneel before the presumably the green one, and he is going to offer up the 2 platinum rings used for warding bond.
I'm gonna offer up my water flask with water.
Okay.
I think Alark and I would just like kneel in general, behind everyone, just so we don't make this thing bad if it comes at us.
So you don't get smited for not kneeling.
Yeah.
Project them back out of the hallway until we know what happens to you guys.
So kneeling down, you present these. And the heads turn away and all face towards an eastern wall. They shine lights, black, white, blue, green, and red, that then combine. And the wall then slides, revealing a tunnel.
Wow. Amazing.
What is Fairy's reaction to our success?
I will not be beheaded today!
See? You just have to have a little faith.
Remember, I said if we get out. We haven't gone out
Yeah,
yet.
no, you're
We don't
ruining
know
it.
where
You're
the
ruining it,
tunnel is.
Yep,
Xanatos.
listen. This one was very good. Though you were saying, because you were clocking them before, also a little they are reckoning that you are, in their head, you were passing the test, so they're actually more on your side. They're a little less devious and maybe betrayal happy since you've passed Tiamat's test.
Nice.
Seems.
So I just looked at everybody. Hey, looks like we get to keep our stuff.
That's good.
Sick.
Looks like we get to live.
Yeah, that's secondary.
Yeah, you can grab your things, and as you proceed down, we'll end for tonight and come back as you continue down.
Ours would return the platinum ring to Whisper.
Cool. Perfect. For anyone watching, thank you so much, and we will catch you next week.